I see a lot of conspiracy stuff all the time, and people talking about these breakaway civilizations, or you see Alex Jones talking about these breakaway civilizations, and it's like, where is your breakaway civilization? That's why they want you watching this Alex Jones stuff, because it puts you into a state of victimhood, to where you're thinking about what the elite are doing instead of doing what the elite do. So Alex Jones will get you thinking about what breakaway, quote-unquote breakaway civilization they're building, so that you'll be distracted by them, and then you won't make your own breakaway civilization away from the elite and actually create something. Okay, not just complaining or trying to go against what the elite are doing. He is literally keeping you from creating a kind of creating that same elite mentality, to where you create something for good, right? A lot of those conspiracy things are, and channels and stuff, are set up so that you never do what they do. You never do the things they do, because they'll give you victim narratives like the elite control the world, right? They control every aspect of your life, blah, blah, blah. And they may control a lot of things, but that's only because they pursue their interests and what they want more than you do, to an umpteenth percent, to the umpteenth degree. They do it more than you. They are ruthless, and you are not. Period. End of story. And you are willing to accept the victim narratives that the elite refuse to accept, and the Warren Buffetts of the world and the George Soroses of the world. I don't think they are role models for society or anything like that, but they are just more ruthless for their agenda than you are. And that's the main thing that you have to take from these conspiracies, is you have to learn from them. And you have to say, hey, how can we make our own breakaway civilization, right? Instead of accepting victim narratives that literally tell you subconsciously that you basically can't do anything, right? That everything is controlled by this, by the Illuminati or a secret society. I mean, they do exist, right? So the Illuminati, the Freemasons, all these different things, they do exist, and they're pursuing their own interests, right? They're making breakaway civilizations. I've seen a lot of stuff on that. They are pursuing their agendas, the Agenda 2030 thing. Where is your Agenda 2030, right? Where is your Bilderberg group? Where is your Illuminati? And that kind of falls back to what I'm creating here at New Eden, which is my own version of this breakaway civilization. It's my own breakaway civilization. It's my own creative outlet, to where I'm creating things instead of accepting these victim consciousness narratives, which are really bad for people. People think, they get drawn into this whole thing about truth and resisting the elite. They want you to resist the elite because those people are agents of this victim consciousness thing. They are agents of, they maybe are agents of the secret societies themselves, but they are agents of this victimhood narrative, where they want you to basically think that you can't do anything, and that there's really no way to deal with the elite or to do anything with the elite. The only thing that you can do actually against the elite is create your own separate breakaway thing, create your own separate agenda, and go towards that agenda as ruthlessly as you can, right, for good. I'm not telling people to develop George Soros agendas. I don't like their agendas. I don't like the elite's agendas. But what what I think could be an interesting thing is if people started going towards good agendas. So let's imagine, if you will, this is what New Eden is to me. It is my Agenda 2030. You know, what is your Agenda 2030? Imagine an Agenda 2030 that is wholly good and wholly regenerative and about renewal and prosperity and sovereignty and all these incredible things for people, self-sufficiency, right? So now you get the picture. Okay, what is your Agenda 2030? What are you going towards? The Alex Jones of the world are keeping you entertained and entrained to play their games, right? It is their victim game, and you need to get out of it and start creating instead of consuming these narratives that don't do anything for you. It doesn't do anything for you to know that there is some secret society, and what are you going to do about it, and what is Alex Jones going to do about it, right? You know, a couple hundred years ago, what we would do is we would find these people, root them out, and kill them. So what exactly are we going to do now? Right? And there's nothing you can do about it besides war. So that's what they want you to get into. They want you to get into this victim mindset. They want you to become a part of some kind of resistance that doesn't actually do any kind of resisting in any sense. That just protests and waves signs. And then they want to demoralize you because there really isn't anything else to do besides going to war with them physically. So, you know, that's the real agenda behind Alex Jones and all these guys, is to get you riled up, to get you in a victim consciousness state, to get you attached to this narrative that you have no control and that the elites have control over your entire existence. And they do, but that's only because they vehemently go against it. They litigiously, you know, economically, in every aspect, they go towards their own interests. The Rockefellers, it doesn't matter who it is. They're just people who are more ruthless than you, and you need to become more ruthless yourself, right? Every hour that you have off, every moment that you have to yourself needs to be used for your agenda, not for somebody else's, not Alex Jones, not the Rockefellers. And that's what I'm doing now. So that is why at New Eden we stand as the antithesis to these conspiratorial people who just conspiratorial mentally masturbate into the ether forever and don't do anything. It is the opposite here at New Eden. We're actually about creation and about real change moving forward and actually creating things instead of just consuming them and being in a gloom and doom state forever. But anyways, let me know what you think down below.